Big shakeups are brewing across every universe, from Marvel possibly shifting the entire Mutant Saga around one iconic family, to a familiar face eyeing a return to Wonder Woman's throne. Plus, our full Frankenstein review and so much more packed in this week on Fundamentals. Hey.
Hey!
Oh, man.
Another week!
Yes. And we have so many great things to talk about. Without further ado, we'll go ahead and kick it off with some Marvel.
Let's go.
So, did the Russo brothers just tease something massive in their latest TikTok trend they did?
Yeah, so they have they're kind of like, a lot of news and a lot of things are coming out right now. Oh my God, what just happened? About Avengers Doomsday. And their production, or is it?
Yeah, the production company.
Yeah, it's a production company. AGBO let out a video where like one person's holding the Doom mask, the other person's holding the Iron Man mask, and they're like back to back. And like in this video, they're just kind of like singing. Hey. Yeah, but they did like a mashup of like two songs, and it was really cool. Like because we talked about how we liked how songs like conjoin and stuff. But in the background, like as you saw with the arrows that are pointed there, you could see the Sue and Franklin costume, and right behind her head, you also see that green. That's the Doom costume. Also, so like, what do you think that they're teasing? Do you think it's like the same, same task, new mask or whatever, new mask, same task?
Yeah, I think so. I think the dual mask thing is just kind of like you said. I think when we messaged about it was like new mask or same.
New mask,
same task. Wow, I was getting myself tongue-tied there. But
cool, I did that too.
I think that's all that was.
Yeah.
But what I am curious about, and I didn't notice this really until I was watching New Rockstars the other day, and that Franklin wig, like that's some long hair, right? And so we see like his hair at the end of Fantastic Four, the post-credit scene, it's like nowhere near that length. Well, then we see that production bag, of when they wrap filming for Avengers Doomsday. And you see someone at the bottom, it's a little kid. Everybody's like, okay, it's Franklin. Got a little bit longer blonde hair than what we've seen at the post-credit scene. But even that hair on the post-production bag is like nowhere near the length of that wig. And so everybody's like, and obviously I think it's Franklin. More likely his hair is just going to be long in this movie. Who knows? But people are like, oh, is this Valeria? Because, Valeria Richards is the second kid that they always have. And so anybody's like, is that Franklin? Or by the time we get in Avengers Doomsday, do they have a daughter too? Or by the end of it, or something? I don't know. And the crazy thing is why, a lot of people are kind of like bringing this up and wondering and really reaching for a lot of things is because Valeria, in another universe, when she came into the other universes, she was also one story. It was was a child of Sue and Doctor Doom. It was a universe where Reed, I think, had passed away, and then her and Doom had a daughter named Valeria, and Valeria
that's
is the
interesting
smartest.
Because if you have Sue and Doom in that background, and if that is Valeria.
Yeah,
because maybe that's the family. Okay.
Because isn't that weird how you just have a Doom, Sue, and a child? You see no Johnny Storm, no Ben Grimm, no Reed Richards. You think if you've seen Sue, you'd at least see Reed's outfit right there beside that on the mannequin too? But no. And it's not even like it's out of shot because like there's nothing to the left of her.
Yeah, no, because they definitely had like the swivel of the camera.
Right.
And as fast as they did it, you would have seen another at least figure.
Right.
But I don't know, like my brain was just like, oh, well, maybe they only wanted to put so many costumes out there, but I didn't even know about the Doom and Sue having a kid together comic series, like alternate universe thing. So, man, that's interesting.
And if this Doom that we're getting is not from their universe that we've seen them, then what if it is the Doom coming from a universe where he does have a daughter? and from suing that universe. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah.
There's so many things with the multiverse stuff going on, but I don't know. They Russo brothers love doing little teases and like really making you think hard. They've been doing that since I think Infinity War. So there is no telling, what is in this that we have not gotten, or maybe we all are just reaching way too far. It's a 50-50 gamble.
Yeah. In my brain, I want to say that that's just Franklin, and Sue and Doom, and I think that would be like a far reach, but it's an interesting take. I like it.
And talk about things being stuck in your head. Pretty much, hey, what's going on in Bees in the Trap lives rent free in my head, and I cannot get it out, and I'm about to drive myself insane with it. Like, this trend is still going. It still pops up every day on my phone.
Oh, okay. Oh, because like you have TikTok and you're a scroller. Okay.
And this trend has been going on for a solid month now. And don't get me wrong, like there's some people who have done some creative, hilarious stuff with these two songs mashed up like that. But I'm at the point where like, all right, 4 weeks of it, I'm over it. We can move on to the next trend.
Okay.
But Professor X himself may be hanging up the cape for good, but not before one final crossover that could break us emotionally.
Yeah, the fact that Sir Patrick Stewart said that he would be possibly done acting after Avengers Doomsday makes my heart bleed, because are we about to see for the 5th time,
this man died.
Fucking died. Like, I'm not emotionally ready for that. I'm gonna be honest. Even though I've seen it like so many times, no. I just want him to like walk off into the sunset with Magneto.
Yeah. I think the last death that emotionally got me was probably him dying in Logan. Like after that, it just, I don't know, it didn't get me. X-Men, even though X-Men 3 was a really bad movie, and I felt like they tried to put too much in it and it was super rushed, his death was still pretty emotional. And then the Logan death was, but like Multiverse of Madness, I'm like, dang. That's just one of those moments where I'm like, dang.
That was rough, yeah. Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so forget, oh no, I'm sorry. Did Brie Larson just tease that she might be back in Avengers Doomsday?
Yeah, she was doing like an interview or something, and she's just like, ignore the wig.
No. She was at a voting poll, and she voted. And she's like, hey, I voted. Well, here's the post, actually. She's at a voting poll, and she's like pretty much encouraging people to go vote. And she also said, I voted, but then she's like, ignore the wig. Like, she had to throw that in there. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, do you think that they would fit Captain Marvel into Doomsday? Like, do you think that this is where they're headed? Because
I feel like she would have to be in there sometime.
Yeah.
I mean, we had the Marvels.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like where we see them last time we seen them, Monica got thrown into a different universe. So I feel like she would have to be in there, because I feel like her, Ms. Marvel are have to be actively seeking to find her, and I would assume that they find her in this movie and bring her back, or they all, we don't know how this is going to go, or they all end up like on a battle world or something together.
Yeah, no, I think that would be really interesting if Miss Marvel and Captain Marvel actually go into like this Fox universe with Beast, as we saw him, and we know Kelsey Grammer is in this Doomsday film. So what if they just like stay there and they're one of the teams? They team up with the X-Men, and it's like X-Men and Marvel. Marvel's like team up, and you have like Fantastic Four and Doctor Doom, and they team up, and now you have like, those are your two teams. I don't know.
Yeah. And also, like, as we see in that post-credit scene where, Monica's into there with Kelsey Grammer, Beast, we see that universe's version of her mom, and so I feel like we also have to see Brie Larson's character, they intertwine and have something, a meet up, and it kind of see how that plays an effect on her, knowing that she's passed away in their universe, and that was her best friend.
I don't know, because Brie Larson as Captain Marvel has like gone all over the place, and like, do you think that she's never seen another
Yeah, because she's never been in
like,
different universes. She's been in different galaxies.
Okay.
So, like, she wouldn't see replicas of anything. She's just been in different galaxies of different, planets and species and stuff. So I think, like, her seeing her best friend who's been dead for, like, 7 years now, which her friend passed away while she wasn't even there. So, like, she hasn't seen her friend since the 90s, right?
Yeah.
I believe, if I remember that correct.
I don't know.
I think so. Yeah, she hasn't seen her friend since the 90s because she passed away, and Monica's like, "Where have you been? We needed you, you were gone." And she's explaining that there was other galaxies that needed her. But yeah, so I don't know. I think she's in it. I think she has to be.
Yeah.
But the biggest MCU trailer of the decade might finally have a release date.
Yeah. So Doomsday. They've been talking, and it was kind of like rumored at first that Avengers Doomsday was going to possibly premiere at the same time as Avatar: Fire and Ash, and now it actually is. Yeah, the trailer, the first trailer for Doomsday. And then it's been confirmed that it will be debuting on December 19th with Avatar: Fire and Ash. Like, so you have to go see Fire and Ash to see the trailer.
Yeah.
That's a hard pass for me still. I do love, trailers, and especially for Avengers Doomsday. Like, I can't wait to see this trailer, but I'm not gonna go see Fire and Ash for it.
We know that's going to debut on a Thursday night. I am going to go see Fire and Ash for it. And so, but when it debuts on Thursday night, we know it's going to be on the internet that night. But I want my first time. My eyes are laid onto the first trailer. I want it to be on a big screen with the sound up. So
it's gonna be absolutely phenomenal. But
and I hope it's a decent teaser. I hope it's not something to where the logo pops up and then we hear Robert Downey Jr.'s voice saying something, and then that's it. Because this is a teaser, right? So we don't know how short or what kind of a tease.
I thought it was a trailer.
No, it's a teaser trailer because we don't have a teaser trailer at all. You always get your teaser trailer, but your teaser trailer can be. I mean, teaser trailers can be up to a minute and a half long.
Yeah, I mean, they might actually release like a teaser of like what you just said. At the end of November, early December during like Thanksgiving time, and then have the actual first trailer during this. And that's what I was thinking, is that they're going to do an actual trailer.
Yeah, what blows my mind though, like sitting and thinking about this, is this comes out December of next year. We're getting our first trailer for this before we get Spider-Man Brand New Day, which comes out July next year.
Yeah, but
it's not very common.
I'm not like too concerned about it though, because like we know that they finished taping Doomsday, and they're still, I think, filming Spider-Man, right?
Are they?
I didn't hear that they were done filming Spider-Man yet.
Yeah. I am curious now because, I mean, there's 6 months in between those movies, though. And
yeah, I know, but this was supposed to come out before or right after Spider-Man, and they started taping Doomsday.
Yeah, a month apart.
Yeah. They started taping Doomsday before they were even started taping Spider-Man.
Yeah,
so
they're still filming Spider-Man Brand New Day. The production temporarily paused for like a week in September when he had that concussion. But it's still not under wrap.
So,
the original wrap date though for filming was August. But they're past it.
Yeah. But they haven't said anything about pushing it back, so
no.
I don't know. I think that, like, in my mind, that's probably also why we haven't seen like a teaser trailer or anything for it, is because they're not done with it yet. So you can't like.
But the crazy thing is, like with Avengers, they're not done with that. They're coming back, I think, in February to do a whole bunch more filming. They just did like the core filming, but then they have like a whole bunch more scenes still to film.
Yeah.
And that's not normally how it is. They normally have like reshoots to do, but they actually have quite a bit more scenes to still film that they actually didn't even knock out. They just kind of did the core filming of it. But yeah, I don't know. Surely we will get Spider-Man. Maybe we get Spider-Man Brand New Day trailer. I'm gonna say probably Super Bowl. If we're getting Avengers Doomsday in December, I guarantee you we'll have Spider-Man Brand New Day by Super Bowl.
I want to say like Christmas, New Year's Eve day that we're gonna get Spider-Man.
Is Fire and Ash December, or is that
Yeah, Fire and
November?
Ash is
Okay.
December 19th.
Oh yeah, December 19th. That's right. So you
Yeah.
think we'll get Spider-Man Brand New Day a week or two after that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm okay with that. I am perfectly okay with that. I would be a very
either
happy
that
person.
or to like December 31st. I think that we're gonna get it like at the end of December is what my educated wish is.
I'm like so on edge waiting for both of these trailers because like both of these movies are going to be insanely and highly. I mean, it's already highly anticipated. Like, oh my god. Ugh.
And then when are we gonna get our first like little teaser look at Daredevil? Because that's coming out before all of that.
In March, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So when are we getting? When are we getting that trailer?
Yeah.
Thanksgiving. I'm putting it down
we need
now.
to be thankful for something this year, and it needs to be Daredevil.
I am. Yeah. I'm thankful for a lot of things this year.
Yeah.
But yeah, that would be one thing to be thankful for that is coming out next year and has not been pushed back. And
Yeah.
and like we're supposed to get X-Men. What? Supposed to get an X-Men season 2 next year.
Yeah, that's going to come out in summer.
And then another Spider-Man neighborhood.
Friendly Neighborhood. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. And that's I think that's coming out in fall. And we're also getting Wonder Man in January. 2026 is going to be such a good year. Like,
and
man.
did we mention Odyssey, which I know has nothing to do with Marvel,
that's right.
but
Yeah, and that's November of next year.
always have to talk about it.
I think.
Or around the same time as Dune 3.
Yeah.
I don't remember.
But forget about Wolverine for a second. But Marvel might be centering the entire New Mutant Saga around a family no one expected.
Yeah, so I read that there was a rumor that the Mutant Saga is going to be, its major focus is going to be around Cyclops and the Summer family. So I was just like, okay, because like he has his brother Bishop, right? That's
No,
not Bishop.
Alex Summers.
Yeah, the guy that does the
Havoc?
flies the Havoc. Sorry, yeah, I'm like he flies the fucking X-wing, but not X-wing. You know what I mean?
He flies the Blackbird.
Yeah.
Huh.
He finds that, right? Like that's his like job, main duty thing.
Typically, I thought that, like, I don't know. I guess they've all kind of. I know Storm and Jean Grey are typically always flying it, like in the animated series.
Yeah. I don't know.
I don't know.
I guess I'm thinking of like any time that I played like this video game that Havoc was the one that was flying it, I think. And now I'm like totally second guessing myself. I don't know. Anyway, I don't know. I'm excited for that because like, does that mean that we're gonna get Jean Grey, and does that mean that we're gonna get like because they had a kid, right?
Yeah, eventually. Yeah.
Yeah.
They eventually do, and then like there's the whole Goblin Queen thing, you know.
Yeah.
I am curious to see if this is going to be true, and this I think is I don't think it could be if it's done right. I think it could be a good thing, but I'm shocked to hear this rumor because of how much people shit on Cyclops. And it's like to know this is a character people talk so much trash about. Like I'm shocked that they're willing to put heavily focus on him and his family for the New Mutant Saga.
Why are they talking shit on Cyclops?
Oh, people always have, because everybody's like, he's such a whiny little bitch, is what a lot of people say. And it's because just how he is, you know, like him, the way him and Wolverine and Jean Grey is and how he acts. And that's kind of like, yeah, that's just like what people have always said about Cyclops is like, he's the leader that's always a crybaby, you know.
He cares about emotion. That doesn't mean he's a crybaby.
No, I agree with that. But
I haven't read any of the comics or anything, so I don't know how the comics purvey him. But
I think the comics portray him the best. I think it's mainly like in the animated series and then X-Men Fox movies. That's where, especially the X-Men Fox movies, is where they. I love James Marsden, but they made him kind of a crybaby and just always mopey, whiny, you know.
Well, we'll see what he looks like in Doomsday, because guess what? He's coming back for that. And then, like, the Mutant Saga isn't supposed to be until, like, 2028 or 2029 or something like that. It is, like, far off.
It's out there. But they are writing it. They're in the middle of writing it right now, so.
Yeah.
But last thing on the list for Marvel, Lego's diving headfirst into the multiverse.
Dude, have you seen the trailer for this?
I did. I actually watched about an hour before we started recording.
Okay. So they have a Lego Avengers, like it's called like Strange Tales. So they had like a little trailer and a poster come out, and I love everything Lego. I will say that over and over again till the day I die. I absolutely love what they do with like making like serious like movies into Lego something or another, because it's like super comical and kids can watch it, and I just absolutely love it. I am super excited for this. November 14th is when this is supposed to come out, so next weekend. I don't know.
Oh, sorry, go ahead.
I don't know if it's supposed to be a series or like, I think it's supposed to be a series, but I don't know if they're all coming out at once or what exactly this is going to look like, because I didn't dive into that. But I don't know. Like, I'm gonna try to binge watch it if it's a series, so we can like talk about it on Sunday.
It looks fun. I think I'm actually behind one Marvel Lego series. There's something that came out I think earlier this year of Marvel Lego, and I have not watched it yet, so I need to do that. And I need to still wrap up Rebuilding the Galaxy Season 2, the prequel. I've only watched the first half of that.
I didn't even know that was out yet.
Yeah, it's only 4 episodes like the other one.
Yeah.
But it's out. It dropped last month, I believe. Yeah, and it's equally funny what I've watched so far. But I did it when I went to bed, so I fell asleep, and I've only watched 2 of the 4 episodes. So,
well, I got homework to do tonight. So.
But yeah, let's head on over to some DC.
Let's go.
So Patty Jenkins is ready to reclaim Wonder Woman.
Yeah, so she said that she would like to direct the reboot for Wonder Woman, and I don't know. Like, I don't know if James Gunn will let her do it, and I don't know if I want her to. The first one wasn't bad.
Yeah, I enjoyed the first one.
Yeah, second one, I can't really remember anything about it, and I'm glad that I don't.
Because there's nothing to want to remember about it. It is so bad. So bad.
Because so what I was reading from this was there was actually it was supposed to be a trilogy, and because of how poorly 2 did, they were like, no, we're good. Like they just like stopped 3. I don't know, man.
2 was rough. I mean, like literally, it's probably my least favorite Pedro Pascal role I've ever seen him play. I
don't even remember Pedro Pascal being.
He's the main villain.
See, I'm telling you,
it's so bad. He played who Sean Gunn is playing now in the new DC, Maxwell Lord. That's who Pedro Pascal played in Wonder Woman 1984 as the main villain.
If I cared anything about this movie, I would say like, oh well, I'm gonna go watch it so I can see what you're talking about. But no.
Yeah, it was rough. I remember sitting in theater and I was like, it's like. I always make the joke. I'm like, Wonder Woman 1 was pretty good. Like I really enjoyed it, but it was almost a screen for screen. I felt like adaptation of Captain America: The First Avengers. Why just female version, and so that's why I was like, oh, this is so good. But I really enjoyed it, and so I actually was excited. Even though I wasn't a big fan of that DC universe, I was excited to see 1984 because I also love the 80s stuff, period pieces in the 80s. Oh my god, it was so let down. Oh, so painful.
Because when this first came out, they released it at the same time on HBO, I'm pretty sure, right?
Oh, I don't know. I don't remember that.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I remember. People in the comments, like, if you're listening to this and I'm wrong, please let me know. But that's how I remember it. And when it did come to streaming, I remember I was deployed. And I was, like, trying to watch it, and I just couldn't make it through. Yeah. The movie. 1, it was constantly buffering, and then 2, it was just not catching my attention, and I was falling asleep, and I was just like,
well, the other thing is we get what's her face playing Cheetah in it too, and like we get her in it and then out, and like the scene with her in it and them fighting is just so lame. And it's like that's it, that's over. I'm like, oh, cool, all right, but yeah. But newest sexiest man alive might want to wear the cowl. Jonathan Bailey's hinting at something bold for Batman.
He expressed a little bit of teasing interest in playing Batman for the Brave and the Bold. So, one, absolutely happy. I had to plug in there that he was the sexiest man alive for 2025. I was just like, hey, he's, by the way, because I did just get announced this week. So it is current news. So
it is, yeah, go. It matters. It does matter.
And if you didn't know, now you know.
Now you know.
I don't know, man. Like I don't think he has the build for it. Not that I don't think he could have the build for it, but I just don't. I don't know. Like when I see him, I think of Wicked.
Yep.
And then I think of Jurassic World, and I don't know, man. I don't see him playing. I'm Batman. Like so. I'm like, I don't know.
You don't think he can do the Christian Bale voice? No, I don't. I think he's a good actor. I will say he's a great actor. I don't want to see him as Bruce Wayne. I just don't.
I think he would be a good Bruce Wayne. It's just the Batman part that I don't know if he could pull off.
Yeah,
I love to be told that I'm wrong and watch something and be like, wow, they did amazing.
Yeah, I love to be proven wrong that way.
Yeah,
but like we've seen though on Creature Commandos, the build of the silhouette of this universe's Batman, and it's the biggest Batman we've ever seen. I mean, it's a Alan Richardson type build Batman, and I don't think that guy's going to get the role either. I think Alan actually said that he's been in talks with James Gunn at DC, but I don't think I don't think they're going to give me the Batman role. He's like but people are talking it's probably going to be something else. But I don't know. No, that's my opinion. No.
I mean, there are things that like one, there are a bunch of like workout regimens that like a lot of Hollywood. Like people, actors like do in order to bulk up, like seriously bulk up for roles and stuff. Yeah. And then there's also like we saw when The Rock was doing the live action Moana with him with the bodysuit thing. Yeah. Yeah. So like there are things out there to make them look, There
is.
But I don't know. I just can't see it, and that's not like a terrible thing. I'm not saying he's a bad actor, like we said.
Right.
But I just can't see it.
Yeah, I can see him being more of a Scarecrow, like villain. Ooh, I think he'd be a good Scarecrow villain.
I would love to see that, especially because the last person I remember played Scarecrow is Cillian Murphy.
Yeah, I love him.
And he did a really good job.
I love his Scarecrow. I love him in general as an actor. But I think Jonathan Bailey would play a good Scarecrow. Could play a good Scarecrow though.
Yeah.
Dr. Crane.
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah.
Especially with like those glasses he wears in Jurassic Park. I feel like that's something like a nerdy
Jurassic
doctor.
World.
Jurassic World. Yeah. My bad. Yeah, you're right. You're right. You are definitely right. Not the same.
No.
But yeah, that's kind of all we got in DC. Let's go over Star Wars.
Let's go.
Smith officially jumps into Star Wars next month, and fans are bracing for something wild, hopefully.
Yeah, so we talked about it a couple of weeks ago or months ago at this point, but Star Wars Starfighter is officially taping, and they're filming, and we know that Matt Smith is going to be in it, and he was talking, and he said that he's going to start filming his parts for Starfighter in December of this year. As we all know, Starfighter comes out in May of 2027, so we have a couple of years until we're gonna see this. But I like that they're like talking that they're like actually doing the things because Star Wars is kind of died off for me. And then I was reading that like they might try to put some Rey in this and have the Skywalker.
Oh, part. Really?
We talked about that.
Yeah.
I thought we talked about that like a couple of months ago. Or
I don't remember us talking about Rey being put in it. Huh.
Yeah, they were talking about how they were gonna kind of make. So this was one of the scripts that I I wrote, I wrote, and we didn't get to talk about it because we were off. But yeah, they it was like it's about a month at this point, but they said that Starfighter, they were talking about making it have like Rey in it and having it like a Skywalker. And I was just like, bro, we just talked about how we did. We were done with Skywalker. We wanted fucking something new, and this was something new, and now I don't know. It was a rumor, so I don't know.
What I hope is also with Matt Smith is I really hope he plays a villain in this, or like a unlikable bad guy. Because I don't, or like one, so it's Starfighter, right? So either play the villain in this, or a Starfighter pilot that's always beefing with Ryan Gosling.
Yeah.
And he's like, we don't like him. Because like Matt Smith is, to me, plays a great villain. And I want to not like him because I just don't like his face. I just don't want him to be portrayed as a good guy because I'm like, I feel like I'm going to be forced to try to like that person and it's going to ruin the experience for me.
So for me, like,
and I mean this with all due respect, Matt Smith. I swear to God. Sorry.
So for me, how I first ever saw Matt Smith, and I think I've said this before in the podcast, that the first time I saw him and got to know him as an actor was during his time as Doctor Who,
right?
As the Doctor. So he was a good guy, and I enjoyed him as the Doctor. Didn't enjoy him as much as David Tennant because I think he had just taken over for David Tennant, and I was like,
it's hard to hold up to those standards.
I know. So I was just like, man, all right, but like he did good with that, and then I got to see him in The Crown, and then he did House of Dragon, and I think
Morbius.
Yep, that's exactly the one that I was thinking about. I was like, I feel like his
little villain dance.
Stop it. But I don't know, like I could also see him being the like Devil Do Care level, whatever, like Starfighter, like actual like fighter pilot, and is just like part of the good guys, but is like rebellious and just kind of like, whatever, guys, like I'm gonna do whatever I want.
I can see him being like the cocky kind of,
That's exactly where I'm picturing him as. I don't need him to be a villain, but I do know that he also does do a phenomenal role. He's a great actor.
Yeah, he is great acting. Like, you can't deny the guy's acting skills. It's just, You
just don't like his face.
Yeah, and I feel so awful as a human being saying that, but it's just...
No, it's okay.
I don't know.
I think we had a whole conversation like offline where I said like people have punchable faces. Like you just look at them and you're just like, I just would love to punch your face. I love to people watch. So
People's got punchable faces and punchable personalities.
Oh, what about punchable voices though?
Oh my God, yes. Yeah. Those are not as many as personalities and faces. You got more personalities than faces on punchable personalities.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, there is some voices out there that are punchable voices. You ever punched a voice before?
I feel like with voices and faces is face, but like a personality, I feel like that's a gut punch.
That is a gut punch. That is perfect. I love this.
Okay.
I shouldn't love this, but anyways. So, you want to hop into Educated Wish? We have a lot of stuff to talk about there. We're going to lose like half our subs after this episode. We'll be like, these are some really violent people. We did not realize how violent and mean they are.
Don't hate us. I absolutely love people, and I'm a big people person.
Same. But we're very transparent and authentic, and we don't hide and mask our true feelings.
Yeah, this is also true. So
that's why people love us too, though, because we're like that. So yeah.
Yeah, or some people tend to hate us more because we're.
This is true too.
It's one or the other, man. It is what it is. But we
can't
are
win
an
them all.
Educated Wish. So you want to tell us about our first topic?
Yeah. So from -1 to -0, Toho's sequel title just dropped, and it's confusing fans in the best way possible.
So Godzilla minus one has their sequel that is coming out, and they named it at their like Godzilla like show or whatever, and it's going to be Godzilla minus zero. And then they had like their little logo, their little teaser logo come out. I absolutely love the look of this.
It's
I
pretty
love
sick
like
looking.
the way that the G looks. Yeah. And then it's like minus zero and like 0.0. I don't know. Like I think it looks super cool. Godzilla minus one equals zero. I don't know. So that's how my brain was just like, yeah. So next one's gonna be Godzilla minus -1. Woo!
So I
Which
can
is
literally
+1, I
see,
guess.
I can literally see people put like that becoming a tattoo.
Oh yeah, dude. That's like the actual Godzilla like looking face because it has a little mouth.
Yeah, like that. I don't know. That just looks like a sick tattoo.
Oh yeah. I could see them do that and then like make it a yin and yang with like something else like going towards the tail.
Yeah.
Like a dragon. I don't know. Like a whoosh, whoosh.
Like a what?
A dragon.
Oh no.
Oh, whoosh, whoosh. Dragon. Godzilla. Sorry.
Every time I think of Godzilla, I can't help it because my first is. Judge me if you want, but like as a kid, my first Godzilla movie or anything to see that was live action was with Matthew Broderick, you know?
Yeah.
And that's like, oh my gosh, so awful, so bad. But Taco Bell was huge in marketing with that movie, and that's
Okay.
when they had the little Chihuahua. Remember him on the Taco Bell?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I do
He's
remember
always,
that.
he's,
Yeah.
he's like, you'll quit it on Taco Bell and different stuff. Well, like,
Yeah.
literally, they did so many Godzilla Taco Bell commercials. Like guess they were joined. Like, you would literally, I just have to talk about this because I still love this to this day. Wasn't a fan of the movie, but the marketing is great. You had that little Chihuahua in the middle of New York, and they filmed him, like, on the middle of the streets, and you hear, like, boom, boom, like, dude, rumbling and stuff. And he's like trying to taunt Godzilla with some like Mexican pizza or something, and he's like, "Here, lizard, 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 lizard," and then like he like comes around, and is like, "Roar!" and he's like, "Uh-oh, I think I need a bigger box." Like it's
Do they even have Mexican pizza anymore at Taco Bell? Or is that
and that's like the
okay.
worst thing on their menu, I think. Like I'm a
Oh,
huge
is it?
Taco Bell person, but
Okay.
I love Taco Bell, but Mexican pizza is like the most plain, blandest, unseasoned thing to ever eat in my life. Now, grilled cheese steak burrito, that's where it's at. Yeah.
Grilled cheeses are sandwiches, but steak burrito is a burrito. I don't know.
Yeah.
That just boggled my brain a little bit. But I don't know. Taco Bell is the only thing. Like I will only eat Taco Bell if it is somehow produced for me. The last time that I ate Taco Bell, when I was at school and I was like super hungover, and I texted our group chat and I was like, "Somebody please get me food. Like I will like throw you money, but." Like, just knock on my door. I will crack open the door. Just give me the food. I do not need to see the light. It was dark. I was like dying.
Oh, like Taco Bell to me like tastes really good sober, but like when you're
Okay.
drunk, Taco Bell tastes like it's like peak tasting food. I don't know why. Oh, you get some drunk
was-
munchies, you know?
No.
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 Well, to me,
no.
there's like a certain like tier you hit like in drinking, right? It's like not in the early stages, and it's not
No,
like
it's
where
like
you're
it's all the-
wasted, but it's like
Okay.
you're like at 70% on drunkenness, and it's like, oh my gosh, some food
I have
sounds
to
amazing.
be like buzzed, but not like super fucked up. Because if I'm
Yeah.
like super drunk, then like I can't even drink water. Like water is an anomaly in my life.
Oh
So,
yeah, yeah.
yeah.
But
I know where you're talking.
Lionsgate is betting big on a young John Rambo.
Yeah, they're doing so something that Sylvester Stallone actually have been talking about for a while is
Yeah.
doing a Rambo prequel. And they finally actually landed one with Lionsgate, so it's gonna be in the works now. I don't know. Like I guess like we're just getting 80s movies and then
Yeah,
just
yeah. I love 80s movies. I actually watched a lot of Sylvester Stallone growing up as a kid because my dad watched a lot of Sylvester Stallone stuff.
I was just Rocky. Like
But
Rocky all day.
yeah,
Man.
Rocky, Rambo, Demolition Man with him and Wesley Snipes. That was probably my favorite. Is Demolition Man. There's so many Sylvester Stallone movies from the early '90s I watched in the late '80s, but Rambo was probably one of my least favorite. My dad was a big fan of Rambo, but I don't know. Maybe if they did like a nowadays version of a young Rambo, it would actually be pretty good. But Rambo was rough for me to watch. It's not that good.
I don't know. I don't think I've ever seen Rambo.
But Guillermo del Toro's take on Frankenstein finally dropped, and we have our review. So. Oh
my God! Yeah. So we are going to spoil it. So if you haven't seen it, it is on Netflix, streaming now. It started streaming on Friday. Mm-hmm. I watched it Friday morning before I went to work. Okay. So. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful. Love the cinematography of the movie. It felt rushed to me though at the end. Like the beginning part of it, it felt like complete. It felt like a good story, and then it felt like towards the end when we started getting the monster take.
Yeah.
That it felt
it
rushed.
Was rushed. Yeah.
And a lot of pieces didn't really connect for me. Still very beautiful. I absolutely love the prosthetics and everything that they did for the Frankenstein's monster, and all of the actors did phenomenal in it. But I don't know. That's how I felt. Like, how did you feel about Frankenstein?
So, I absolutely loved it. I did not. I will say I did not expect it when it said Part 2, The Monster's Tale. I was like, I literally out loud was like, "What? Whoa! No! This is awesome!" Like, I did not expect that at all. And like, I guess I didn't pay attention to the beginning when it says Part 1. I guess what it say, Man's Tale or Human, or did it say anything?
I can't remember. It said Part 1, but I can't remember what it had said.
Well, I guess I just did not pay attention to that, and that's something I normally would have. So when it came up Part 2. That threw me off, and I got so excited because I'm like, "Oh, this is cool!" Because like that's just not a typical thing you see in the story of Frankenstein, right? And so I thought that, like you said, the cinematography is beautiful. Oscar Isaac knocked it out of the park with playing a crazed doctor. I really liked, I love the take they did, like with his dad, the mom, and then like she supposedly died in childbirth, like in his whole kind of like what actually engrossed and consumed him with what wanting to create
Life
this
death,
monster. Like I thought that was super creative. And then there ended up being, I thought that child was not going to survive, and then when I couldn't find out, like it did, and then how that played out with his younger brother, thought that was great. I thought the whole thing was great. At first, when I seen the Frankenstein monster, Jacob Elordi, I was like, I can appreciate it, but I'm not sure if I'm crazy about it. But then I was like, keep an open mind, Blake. Like, because you're used to seeing a Frankenstein just, I guess, way bigger. This Frankenstein was slender. I mean, it was Jacob Elordi's, body. So, but then I'm like, I don't know.
But using what the people that he had at the time.
Right. Well, like, more I thought about it, like, it makes more sense. Yeah. It's like, more I thought about it, like, because I do love to keep an open mind, even if something takes a turn for something I didn't expect or I'm not crazy about. So, like, as I, like, processed it throughout the movie, I fell in love with the Frankenstein. Like, I loved the Frankenstein. Man, I just thought it was so good. Mia Goth, she played 2 different roles in this, too. She played the mom and a wife at the end.
Are you serious?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mia Goth actually played the mom that passed away. Like, she had a little bit of, like, I could be wrong. I could be so wrong.
I don't think that was her, because I thought that was going to be her, because of, like, the cloth and everything that she had on her with, like, the flowy red stuff, but I don't think that was her.
Maybe not. Maybe there was just some similarities in.
Yeah.
No. Mia Goth played Victor Frankenstein's mother and his love interest. It was her.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
because I also ran across the deal too. It said that Mia Goth is killing it, playing dual roles in horror films, because she also did, in the Maxine series on Pearl. Or was it not Pearl?
No, it is Pearl, and then X, and then Maxine.
Yeah, but X is the one she played 2 people in, because she played one of the girls, in that crew, but then she also was the old woman in prosthetics.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's super cool.
So
I
now
would never knew
twice in
that.
2 horror films, she's played dual roles in the same film.
Okay.
But I thought, oh man, it's so good. I will agree. So as we get into the monsters part of the story, like
Mm-hmm.
Oscar Isaac's version was not rushed. I felt like it was perfectly
Yeah.
paced. I felt like that
Right.
was great.
Mm-hmm.
I felt like the monsters tale was really good up until the wedding scene. As soon as it hit
Yep.
the wedding scene, that's where I felt like there were some things cut out that was in there because
Yeah.
the way she acted towards the monster was like there's been moments that we didn't see that made her intrigued and kind of in love with him. Not in love, but like I don't know. I just felt like there was some scenes cut out between her and the monster that we didn't get to see that made it.
She was like entranced by him because you
Yeah,
could see how she was talking with Victor about synapses and like
right.
symmetry and like all of
Yeah,
that before even the Frankenstein or the monster was created,
yeah.
and you got to see her obsession with bugs and life like that.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, when I was like thinking about that, I was like, much would have rather to get her view, her side of the
Mm-hmm.
story of like her thoughts. So,
Yeah, because
I
she's also talking about how like she's like there's things about you that I didn't realize I was missing from my life that you fulfill, and so that
mhm,
part is what threw me off too. I was like,
yeah.
I don't know. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut
I
you
don't know.
off.
No, you're fine because the part like as soon as like the monster came in and like grabbed the captain by his throat when they were on the boat and he was just
Hmm.
like, "Oh, the man told you his story. Well, let me tell you mine." And then like put him
Yeah,
down and just like went into the tail and I was like, "I okay, that's interesting. I mean,
I
okay,
love
sure."
that
Like if
part. I
I don't
actually loved it. So like I loved it because I did not expect it at all. So like and the reason I loved it is because I love the artsy take where it gives you the two different viewpoints of the
yeah.
story. Well, not completely
Mhm.
viewpoints, but two different parts of the story from two different
Mhm.
perspectives, and that's not something you typically see in a Frankenstein tale. So, like, I didn't expect him to be so educated and learn how to talk and all that, and I thought that was cool. But like when
Dude,
he's
how did
like,
he learn how to read?
because of the guy, the
The
old
guy was
man.
blind. There's no way that he could have been like, this word is this.
Yeah, there's probably scenes we didn't see because we see him how to know what letters were. We just didn't see him trying to sound out words. So like, there's probably I don't know.
And this is why I feel like it was rushed.
Yeah,
It was just, it
yeah,
felt, there were like pieces of it that just didn't feel complete. But I feel
right.
like if Guillermo del Toro, like if he had made this movie into like a series and each
Mm-hmm.
episode was a different person's take, like his brother's take,
Mm.
and then like Mia Goth's take, and then the guy that was Mia Goth's uncle that had the syphilis or whatever, like
Mm-hmm.
his take on what was happening. I feel
Yeah.
like that could have been so
Well,
interesting if
it'd
we
be
got
cool
like
too,
different
not
takes
just
from
do
each.
their take. Like,
Yeah,
don't ever go back and let them tell their side of the story, but let
yeah,
these people tell their from the perspective as a continuous story. That would be cool.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that would
and
be really neat.
that's how you saw it with this movie.
Yeah.
Frankenstein
Just
is
in two
that
pieces.
it
Yeah.
picked up as soon as like Victor's story ended when he thought
When
Frankenstein
the castle
died.
blew up. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Frankenstein's story picked up where he was escaping from
Mm.
castle before it exploded. So,
I would have liked to seen a little bit more of Oscar Isaac and the brother and his wife, and a little bit more of them in between the time jump though.
yeah.
From like where he it went from like his leg was obliterated to where boom he was sitting on the bed and putting on that prosthetic. There was a
For
lot. There was
his
a
wedding.
Yeah, there was a good
A
time jump there,
6 month
right?
gap, I
Because
think is what they said. Yeah.
yeah, because he's like, oh, because he made the mention. He's like, there's been so much time passed that, or something about time has consumed me to where like he's not crazy or something like that.
Hmm.
And so like
Yeah.
obviously he's went through a journey of dealing with stuff and letting stuff go. I don't know.
Hmm.
It was still really 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 good.
Oh yeah.
Man,
Absolutely worth the watch. It's absolutely
and the
beautiful.
cast, the whole cast stack. We have oh Dance the one that played their father. He's in Game of Thrones. He was
Mm,
Tyrion's and them's dad.
yeah.
Something Dance, I think.
I don't know what his actual name is, but yeah.
But let's see. I'm just gonna pull up the cast because, like, man, the cast was so good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did, like, a really
Charles
good job with it.
Dance. Charles Dance.
Okay.
And Christoph Waltz. I love this man. Literally love this man. He's one that played, the one that financed him, the uncle to Mia
Oh,
Goth. I love
yeah.
anything he plays. That man is just one of my
Yeah.
favorite actors of all time. Ralph Ineson, Galactus was in it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
he
played
was.
that professor.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it was just so good. Mads Mikkelsen, his brother Lars Mikkelsen, he was in it. He was the captain of the ship. Yeah, yep.
Oh. Okay.
So yeah, I don't know, it's just so good. It was.
Yeah.
I think, like, obviously anybody develops a old monster story like Frankenstein's, you want to be creative and kind of put your own spin on it, but I think it's so easy to do that and lose the core greatness of an old monster tale.
Yeah.
And I thought Guillermo did perfect on putting his own spin on this, the artsiness of it, the creativity of changing some stuff and kind of telling it his own way, but keeping that core old monster story of the characters. And it was so good. Just so good. 10 out of 10, recommend. If you have 2 hours and 32 minutes to watch, go to Netflix and watch it. But do you have anything else to add to that?
No. I wouldn't say 10 out of 10. I would say like a 9 out of 10 just because of like a couple of the plot holes like I had said.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. I just really enjoyed.
And and I absolutely agree that like I said at the beginning, like I absolutely did enjoy this movie. The cinematography absolutely amazing. Actors did it phenomenal. I just didn't like how rushed it felt and how many plot holes it felt like at the end.
That's true.
Because it felt so rushed to me.
I tell you what I would love to see. I would love to see Guillermo del Toro do a monster verse of like a Wolfman, a Dracula with this Frankenstein.
As soon as last week or maybe 2 weeks ago, I was saying how he was going to do a Phantom of the Opera. He expressed interest in that.
Oh yeah.
And I think he would do seeing how he did Frankenstein, the darkness and also the light, and just like really playing with colors and everything like that. I think that he would really do really well with Phantom of the Opera. So I really do hope that he follows through and actually does it as his next movie.
Yeah, that would be good. So other things that came out this past week. I think it came out this past week.
It came out on Friday.
It did. Okay, yeah. So yeah, Predator's back. Predator Badlands, bloodier, smarter than ever. Man, it is so good. I'm not going to spoil this. Tay has not watched it yet, but I am telling you this right now. Like, this is a movie you do not want to wait for streaming. And this is for anybody. I mean, if you can take the time to if you can find the extra time to go watch it in theater, you will not regret it. And like once you sit down and by the end of it, you're like, I am so glad I did not wait for this to come out streaming. This is the best Predator movie ever.
Yeah. I don't think I would regret going to the movies to go see this. Like, I actually really do want to go see this, but as with like what I need to go see in theaters in November, which I already pre-ordered tickets for, which is Wicked.
Yep.
That's what I'm holding off for. So.
Yeah. This is really, really good. The CGI is good. Cinematography. Obviously, right from the get-go, we got Wayland Yutani mixed in with this as the Sin that he's with, as you see from the trailer. Elle Fanning did an amazing job, like playing her only half of a body through half the movie. Man, it just was so great. I mean, I'm trying to think of things I can say that we know from the trailers and things that's been on interviews. As this Predator is named Deck, and he's like the runt of Predators. He's smaller than others and stuff like that.
Okay.
And like, there's so much stuff to prove. There's so many things we got to see in the animated series Predator: Killer of Killers that we get to see in live action in this. I remember when we watched that, I was like, I get why this is animated, because it would be so expensive to make. And I'm like, but I wish we could see some of this live action. We get that in this. There is so many Easter eggs and stuff. Also from like Prey and different things that we're not really sure, that makes you wonder. but Wayland Yutani is all through this, especially toward the end, and I can't wait till we talk about this. The way this ends, I was like, okay, I did not expect this, and I would say I'll just kind of end it on this. Like, this movie, I wanted to be really good because I'm a huge Predator fan, and I expected it to be decent, but I really had hopes of it wanting to be good, but I didn't expect it to be as good as I hoped, just because of the simple fact of whatever. And when I walked out, it was just as good, if not better, than I expected. It's phenomenal. Yeah.
That's awesome.
And I would say, like, also, like, the expressions that they did for the first time ever, the way you could, with Deck's face and the CGI, and the way you could, like, read expressions with his face, the way they moved his muscles and eyes. I mean, like, you could literally read emotion in this Predator's face. Like, it's, it's so good.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
But one thing that I did read about Predator Badlands is that the director's been talking about this, and why he made Killer of Killers and Badlands so fast is because he was really excited about the next part of what's going to happen next after Badlands, and he kind of teased that there might be an alien crossover in the sequel. And
like a Xenomorph crossover?
That's what I had read. He just said, like, the word alien, but alien as in Xenomorph,
Yeah, this guy's on a roll. Hope you don't stop. I mean, because he did Prey, Killer of Killers, and Badlands. That's 3 underneath him. A 4th. I'm so ready to see. Literally, the way this ended, I mean, they could keep going on and telling all kinds of stories just with the cast and the focus on this, and you'll see. But, like, it's so good.
Okay.
But on to a little brighter things, brighter animated stuff, I guess. Leaked Toy Story 5 art has fans talking. Woody's rocking a poncho now, and it might hint maybe at a whole new vibe. And there's some other things in there too.
Yeah, so there was kind of like a leak about Toy Story 5 and some artwork that came out. So we got to see that Woody has this like little poncho thing that he's got going on, and I'm like, okay, that's kind of cool, it's new. And then we got to see like this hippo and a camera, and they are saying that like the blue like thing around the camera with like the hand is actually the hippo.
The slime thing?
They're saying it's the hippo's hand.
Oh.
It's coming from the hippo.
That's interesting.
Yeah, so that's what or not on the camera, but on the thing that's like standing up, that's in between the hippo and the camera. I don't know. So
immediately I thought, one of those things that you used to like slap and like on a window, and it stretched.
Yeah, and it was like it was like sticky, and it would just like hang on, and then it would just like yeah. But the hippo is going to be a chatty hippo, and its name is going to be Atlas, and the camera is going to be called Snappy because camera snap. That
makes sense.
Yeah.
I grew up loving the first Toy Story, and a huge Toy Story original fan. I'm kind of
dying off.
It. Yeah. But if it's making the money, they'll keep doing it. So.
Yeah. I know that also Toy Story 5 is going to be, it's going to center a lot around newer technology, and there's going to be like a lot of Buzz Lightyear like alternates, apparently as well.
Tech versus toys.
Yeah, that's kind of actually what it looks like.
Yeah. So something I think the whole world should be happy about, or is happy about. But the Mummy's rising again, and nostalgia's hitting pretty hard.
Oh my god. We already know like 4 confirmed like actors that are already attached to the Mummy 4. You got Brendan Fraser and Rachel Weisz as your main 2. Rachel Weisz's brother, whose name was Jonathan in the movie, and the Arabic guy that was hanging out with them
artist
with the face tattoos. Yeah.
Artist. Yeah.
Yeah, so all 4 of them have been confirmed.
The Magi. Artist the Magi is my favorite character. Like, I just thought he was so cool as a kid. Like, growing up.
He was.
I want to be that guy. Well, like I got like so intrigued. Like, I went on a deep dive after watching those movies. Got a little older, and I was like, "What's Magi?" I want to. Is Magi a real thing? Can you become a Magi? Like that's pretty sick.
Can you? Is it a real thing?
It's a real thing.
Oh, you learn something new every day.
Yeah, Magi is definitely real.
But something that I recently saw that I shared with you, and I can't wait. I hope it's an actual thing.
Yeah.
There's a rumor that Henry Cavill is going to be the main like dark villain of the Mummy 4, and I'm like, ooh, I would love to see that. I want to see him in a villain role.
I'm
I would love
curious to see who the villain ends up being in this. Like, is he going to be like a competitive archaeologist that's bad and does dirty things to get what he wants in archaeology? And then they have to do something, obviously, like the Mummy's the bad guy, but he's like the bad competition guy type thing.
Okay.
I can see him being like a bad archaeologist that's like also / mercenary type thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm so happy. I'm so
Maybe
excited.
like the billionaire that's like funding them that turns out to be like an evil guy.
And I guarantee you, like, Brendan Fraser is going to get in the best shape he's ever been since the old Mummy movies. Like, I know he's going to, so I'm excited to see that transformation. Because, all the stuff that man's been through, and then, like, he's been back in the film world, the past few years, hot and heavy, which makes me happy. But, like, he's dealt with some health issues. So, like, him to be able to like get back into health, he's gonna feel amazing. But then also he's getting back into an OG film that people love him the most for. Like, this makes me so happy for him. Like, I'm so happy for him.
I don't know if I like this one or George of the Jungle more. I'm sorry, I absolutely love George of the Jungle.
Well, I can repeat George of the Jungle almost the whole movie. Like, we watched that on repeat growing up. The Mummy and George of the Jungle both.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch there's another good movie with him, Blast from the Past?
No.
Oh my god. Okay. I'm telling you and AD have to watch Blast from the Past. It's him and oh my god. Oh, I'm drawing a blank. What's her name? She played Batgirl in the George Clooney Batman. Felicia
Day?
No. Is it Felicia Stone? Is that sound right? No.
George Clooney. I honestly don't really remember the George Clooney Batman.
Yeah, that's the Batman with the bat nips.
Yeah, no, I remember that. No, that's the only thing I really remember about George Clooney's Batman. Yeah, I don't know who the Catwoman is.
Alicia Silverstone.
Oh, okay.
All right, so it's him and Alicia Silverstone. So it's like, I think it's in the 60s. It's when big with like nuclear bombs and all that stuff. And so like they thought a nuclear, like the Russians or something like that, they thought launched nuclear bombs. And so they like went down, and his parents had this underground thing they did for like the end of the world, And I think it was supposed to be good for like 20 years. And he's like 9 years old when this happens or something like that. And what happens, there was no nuclear bomb that went off. A plane up in the air just caught fire and crashed into their house. But they're locked in this nuclear vault for 20 years. And so like he's in the 60s and he comes back up, it's the 90s. Early 90s or whatever, and it's so funny. So he's like a man that grew up with just his parents in this vault for 20-something years, and now he's got to adapt into the early 90s, and like it's wild. And Alicia Silverstone is a character that he falls in love with from the 90s.
That makes me think of Fallout.
Yeah, except it's like no post-apocalyptic stuff. It's like just 90s, like pulling someone who was like super sheltered, I guess legitimately sheltered. But Blast from the Past, so it like definitely it's funny. But man, Robert Pattinson just confirmed that he is heading to Arrakis, so
he officially is confirmed that he will be in Dune 3. He said it like released like a lot off of his mental, that he's like, I can finally talk about it, thank God. This comes out in December of next year.
He is confirmed, I believe, to be playing one of the main villains in Dune 3.
Okay. Yep. I didn't know.
I think I read that today.
Was.
Yeah, he's supposed to be like one of the main villains in Dune 3.
Oh. I didn't know.
So Freddy's back and hungrier than ever. The Five Nights at Freddy 2 trailer dropped, and then we also got a popcorn bucket, and we love our popcorn buckets. It's going viral.
Yes. So we got a couple of popcorn buckets from them, but the trailer itself, like I already said this before, I'm not a huge Five Nights at Freddy's fan.
Yeah.
But the trailer looks like a Five Nights at Freddy's trailer. Josh Hutchinson's character is like talking to the girl and like asking her. All I think about her is like in You as Bex or whatever her name was.
Yeah.
So every single time I see her, I think of like him as he was in a lot of different movies, but like I immediately think of like Hunger Games and
yeah. I immediately think of Hunger Games.
Yeah, but he was also in like Bridge to Terabithia and this there was like I can't remember what the movie was called, but it was a board game movie. It was supposed to be like Jumanji, and it was like a sequel, but then they ended up not making it a sequel. And he was in it, I think, with like oh god, what was her name from? I don't remember, but I think he was in that, and it was like started with a Z, and they went to like outer space or something. It was weird. He was also in RV. I mean, like there were so many different movies.
He's in Journey to Center of the Earth.
Yeah.
Zathura.
Yes, Zathura. Yes,
Okay.
that's the one that I'm thinking of. That he was in. That they went to like outer space in. But yeah, anyway, so like, the trailer starts like that, and he's like trying to still protect his sister, and now there's the animatronics are like coming alive again, so
You get Matthew Lillard and Skeet Ulrich in it. This trailer shows a lot more of them too, especially Skeet Ulrich. In this, you actually see him talking about about the original, like how they got possessed and stuff like that, and the original murder. So.
Yeah. But they have a couple of popcorn buckets that they released, but the one that I really wanted to talk about was the one that's like the stage, with the popcorn on the back of it, and it looks really cool.
It does look pretty cool.
Yeah, especially if like those are actual like little,
figurines,
toys. Yeah, that are like in it. Yeah.
Probably is. I mean, like we've seen that. We talked about that Predator one with the ship, and you actually get like on the side the Predator deck, standing outside by the ship. So.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
But Miss Piggy's getting a comeback that nobody saw coming.
Yeah. So Jennifer Lawrence was doing a interview on I think the Fallon like late night show thing, and he just kind of like brought up like, oh, you're doing like a Miss Piggy like movie, right? And then she started talking about like COVID and how Miss Piggy's like a feminist, and it would be funny if Miss Piggy got canceled. And she said that's like the topic of the movie, or like the story behind the movie, but she came up with this idea, I guess, during COVID, and she got one of her writers, and she got Emma Stone to come on board, and now the two of them are together producing it.
Interesting.
Because apparently Emma Stone's a huge Muppet head.
Huh.
I
did not know this.
I did not know this either.
But Ryan Reynolds also just joined a project that'll probably surprise a lot of people.
Yeah, I didn't even know that this was a thing that was happening, but Netflix is making a live-action Eloise adaptation, and they got Ryan Reynolds to actually be in it as well. They have like a girl that's playing Eloise herself, but she's like a new up-and-coming actress that hasn't really been in anything. But they did get the director from Gilmore Girls to direct this. And filming is actually supposed to be underway this month, and then supposed to end in February. So we don't really know when we're supposed to get this. It could be at the end of 2026. It could be in 2027. But that's all we got right now on Eloise.
What's funny, I meant to say this earlier, I forgot. So I know it's not him because I looked up who was playing it, but the guy in that trailer with Avengers Strange Tales or whatever,
Okay,
Hawkeye, when he was talking, almost sounded like Ryan Reynolds. And like so, it sounded so much like Ryan Reynolds' voice that I looked it up, and it's definitely not. But I was like, interesting. Like when he was on that rooftop, and it showed the three like Black Cat and
Yeah.
different ones. I was like, huh, interesting. I could have swore that was Ryan Reynolds' voice. But looks like another classic's about to get the reboot treatment, and this would be the third reboot.
Yeah. So I didn't know that there was like a Bewitched TV series. I only knew about the Nicole Kidman
Oh, really? Okay.
movie.
Yeah, yeah.
So I thought it was like a reboot from that, and then I found out that there was like more before, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, I did not know. But they are rebooting it, and it's in the works at Fox. Apparently, there's two actually in production right now in works.
Oh, really?
Two Bewitched projects, yeah.
Yeah, I actually grew up on the original one. I'd go to my grandma's and watch Nick at Night, and they would play TV shows from the '70s, and that's how I watched Bewitched, because it was live action, but it was always an animated like the intro and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think I've watched every episode of Bewitched that was from the '70s.
That's interesting that they did that then, because like I knew nothing about the TV show, but with the actual movie with Nicole Kidman, they had the title sequence also animated, and then it was a live action
Okay.
movie. So
Nice.
that's actually kind of cool.
See, so the King of Pop story is finally stepping back into the spotlight.
Yeah, something that I didn't really think that we would ever really get again, I guess.
Yeah.
But we're getting a Michael Jackson biopic, and his nephew Jafar is going to be playing him. The teaser that we got actually is like the most watched biopic launch from Lionsgate. It got like 116.2 million views.
Oh wow.
So it's already like doing like super well. And this is supposed to come out on April 24th, 2026, and it's coming to theaters.
Yeah, it ought to be interesting. I'm curious. I would definitely see it. Just because I do love his music. So it's gonna be hard not to see it. I'm curious like how much of the story they're going to tell, and like how far deep into his story they're going to tell.
Yeah.
So
especially with like all of the allegations and the Neverland campground thing that he had.
Right, because like when you tell, I get like how, I mean the impact he made on the world, but like can you really handpick a person's story when it was so publicized on good and bad? I don't know. So we shall find out. But something I'm pretty excited about, Jordan Peele's new project, totally different lane, and it's got a lot of people talking. Dude,
I watched this trailer, and it's called High Horse, the Black Cowboy. They have a little trailer about it. It's going to be a 3-part documentary that's coming to Peacock on November 20th. I am really looking forward to this.
Me too.
It looks really great. And the trailer, they kind of talk about how apparently like the first Lone Ranger was actually a black cowboy, and they are telling the history of cowboys and how they were actually like black cowboys. But when we think about cowboys as like the society, of people, immediately when you think of cowboy, you think of like John Wayne, right? He's like white, grizzly, riding a horse. Or like Tombstone, and they were all white, right? So it's just really interesting, and I absolutely enjoy documentaries, and I can't wait to see how this comes out.
Yeah, I watched a documentary on, I think it was, I can't remember what it's called, but it's about the Black Opry, and it was about black musicians in country music, and like how they are actually the foundation of country music. But because of society, it's so hard for them now to get into the country music, world and be treated and treated the same and stuff. And it's wild the history you learn, like that you just like had no idea. And like me, I love Western and country stuff. So like I'm super excited for this and see.
They actually talked a little bit in this trailer about how country music was originally like black country music, and I was just like, this is absolutely like amazing, I think, to really get like the understanding of the background, because you don't learn about these kind of things in like school. I didn't learn anything about it in school, so.
Right, and country music, I mean, kind of stemmed from blues, right? Is a slight variation and grew from blues, and so like it makes sense, yeah, because like I mean, country and blues is all about pretty much emotion, storytelling, type thing. But yep. They're not done with dinosaurs yet, but the next Jurassic World is coming together. I almost make sure, like, don't say Jurassic Park, Blake.
I would have corrected you. No, I know. Jurassic World 5. Jurassic 5 is where I'm going to go now. But it's officially in the works with the same director. But they're talking about how Scarlett Johansson, Jonathan Bailey, and Mahershala Ali are expected to return. But yeah, it's something that just got brought up, and they're just like, "Yep, we're doing it." And then I'm like, "Hey."
I'll still go theaters see it. It's dinosaurs.
I don't know. No. I don't think I'm going to theaters to see this one, but
really?
I will definitely. Yeah. I think my Jurassic days are done for theaters. And that's okay. Honestly, yeah. I'm still going to support it. I'm still going to go watch it when it comes to streaming. But as to actually going to go see it in theaters, I don't think so. We don't know what day this is supposed to come out yet or what year, but I don't know. I just have like a lot going on my plate, especially for 2026. So this is coming out in 2026. Sorry.
2026 is going to be packed. So
yeah, it's packed.
But this next one's got critics buzzing and fans holding their breath.
Yeah, so The Carpenter's Son has their exclusive trailer that just came out, and it's called Demons. You can watch it on YouTube, and it's I think on Rotten Tomatoes, their like actual page. It has Nicolas Cage in it, and he looks it looks interesting. And I don't know, interesting in a good way or interesting in a bad way. It just looks...
More than likely, I'm going to say it's probably in a bad way, but my curiosity is going to get the best of me, and I'm going to watch this, because we've been covering this since it was announced, right? And it's just, my curiosity is going to get the best of me. I'm going to stream it one way or the other, because I'm just curious. Like, the trailer's creepy. Yeah. Like, the trailer's creepy, so...
Yeah, I eventually actually watched Longlegs. I don't know if I ever told you that, but... well, I don't think it was like terrible, but it was definitely Nicolas Cage like screaming "mommy."
Yeah, it was the potential of being good, and then it just completely veered off in the wrong direction. It had so many plot holes.
I thought it was interesting, just like how I think this one's going to be interesting. This one comes out November 14th, so this coming weekend. Yeah, I can't wait to see what people say, because there are a lot of people that are like already saying how controversial this is. Because it is like super religious. I don't know how religious it is, but it definitely has like Jesus, because it has like the cross and the little thingamabobbies. Nails, right?
Yeah.
I think they were nails. So yeah, I'm interested to see like what people say. Of course, we always say here at Fundamentals to watch it yourself and come up with your own opinion. But I'm interested to see like what kind of like Rotten Tomatoes rating it gets and everything.
If you don't like gruesome and bloody, don't watch it, because the trailer is gruesome and bloody.
Yeah. If you're not into witchcraft, also don't watch this movie, because it definitely has some witchcraft in it.
Let's see. So Stranger Things is heading back in time, and fans are freaking out already.
So we got a first look and a little teaser of Stranger Things Tales from '85. It's supposed to take place between season 2 and 3 of Stranger Things. I absolutely love the animated look. I love the '80s vibe. It absolutely looks beautiful with the colors that they use, and as we know, I like to talk about colors and darkness and like the play of the two, and it definitely does that. So I'm excited to see what this looks like. This is coming soon, 2026.
And
what
the
we got
Duffer
now.
Brothers said like this is something that they wanted to do from the get go too, is do an animated deal. And he's like, what's great? He's like, about this is we get to do things we couldn't do in live action to express and show you a more wide range of different things. He's like, with animation, he's like, sky's the limit, whatever you want to animate, right? He's like, we can pretty much show you anything. He's like, so there's things in this that we get to expand on that we couldn't in live action. And it's like, I'm super excited to watch it.
Yeah. And from what I remember reading as well for this is that I don't think they got the original people that are playing the actors and
Oh, the
actresses in.
voice.
Yeah, so they actually got different people to voice them. So I'm interested to see how that also plays out.
Yeah, that kind of sucks. Like, I like it
I don't
when
know.
I really, that's what I love so much about What If, because you get 80% of the original actors voicing their animated characters, and to me,
Yeah.
it just makes it feel that much more connected and cohesive.
Yeah. I don't know. We'll see how well it does though,
Yeah.
because maybe it actually like sounds like they do a good job at impersonating them, or they have their own take. I don't know.
Right. Considering that November 5th was this past week, we got some V for Vendetta news.
Remember the 5th of November. Yes. So V for Vendetta is coming back to theaters for their 20th anniversary. So it'll be in theaters for November 1st and 5th of 2026. So coming
I
to a
would
theater near
definitely
you.
see that. I love
I
that
absolutely
movie.
love this movie. Yeah,
One of
it's
Natalie
great.
Portman's early movies.
Yeah,
And
Yeah.
gotta love Hugo Weaving.
dude, so good.
Yeah.
So good. I need to rewatch this movie. That's what my brain is telling me.
I'm probably, no lie, the other day after I made that post about V for Vendetta or whatever, not that, but like just because it was 5th of November, I literally was like, man, I need to rewatch that. It's been a minute since I've rewatched it.
It's been a minute for me, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, that kind of wraps us up on film and animation. So now you got some gaming news for us, don't you?
I do. All right, I'm just gonna kind of like talk real fast about mine because I really want to get into your con spotlight because you have that back this week, and I'm so excited to hear about
I
it.
was laughing because of your first subject I talked about.
Oh yeah, yeah. I know. I'm putting this off just like they're putting this off. Hey, guess what? GTA 6 is delayed again. Shocked. No, I'm not. So I've said it since the day that we found out that the first one was like already pushed back. It was supposed to have been released by now. I was just like, I keep on saying, yeah, if it ever comes out, if it ever comes out, if it ever comes out. And I just hold that now. I really don't think this is coming out. Honestly, I don't get the appeal of GTA. I know that that's like a sinful thing to say. I did try it out. I still have it on my PlayStation 5, and I don't get it. I got GTA 5. Yeah, but GTA 6 is pushed back. So all of you fans out there, I'm sorry for you that you just have to wait again a little bit longer, now a whole year.
I haven't seen, like, when they were doing their Stranger Things season 5 premiere, they were talking to some of the actors from it, and oh man, I can't think of his name right now, but anyways, they were talking to one of the actors, and they're like, you realize GTA 6 they were letting them know, like, it just got pushed back again. He's like, yeah, man, it was crazy. He's like, I think they announced GTA 6 when we did our first season of Stranger Things. He's like, we're wrapping up 5 seasons, and we had a huge gap in between 4 and 5. He's like, and that game still isn't out. He's like, he's like, it don't make sense. What can you be doing to take this long when we have filmed and put out 5 seasons and a huge gap in between 4 and 5?
I don't know if it was the first Stranger Things that was that around the same time it was announced, but it definitely is a very long time that it's been announced now. From what they keep on saying is that they're just like working on their graphics and whatnot. So I'm just like, all right, I mean, do what you gotta do, I guess, because the PlayStation 5 Pro is a thing, so I know that a lot of people are putting a lot more time into detail. And I do like the attention to detail, but I think at some point you just kind of have to let it go. Yeah. And I don't know, work on Midnight Club, please.
Right.
because that's what I want. I don't even want GTA. I want Midnight Club. Are you listening, Rockstars? That's what I want. But the next thing on the list is Overcooked. So if none of you know, there is a video game out there called Overcooked, and it's like there's like two people, and you play it with like your friends. Like you can do it couch co-op, or you can do it online. And one person's in one station or one area, and the other person's in another station. In like that area, and you can't cross over. Sometimes you can, but as the levels get harder, you can't. And you have to work together to make that dish exactly as it should be and get it to the customer before like you lose all your stars or whatever. It's absolutely chaos. But Overcooked is officially coming to Netflix in A24 as a reality competition series.
Interesting.
And I am so excited about this. I love cooking shows. I watched all of Is It Cake. I've watched all of Nailed It.
Chopped.
Some of Chopped.
I love Chopped.
I have watched all of Hell's Kitchen. I've watched a lot of Top Chef. But yeah. That is like there was oh god, there was like a series that was on Netflix where they did engineering and baking together, and you had to like bake things, and it had to be this amount percentage of baking material, and you had to like float a pirate ship to so far, and they all did it, and whoever got the furthest got the title. I don't know. I can't remember what it was called, but it was an absolutely phenomenal show. I wish they would do another season of it because it was so brilliant. But I am really excited for Overcooked because I love competitions and with cooking, and it just looks really cool. Because I know it's going to be absolute chaos. The last thing that I have on my Geeks of Gaming news for this week is that the Legend of Zelda movie is officially shooting in New Zealand.
Oh. That's like the perfect place for it to be shooting, too.
Yeah.
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 That's where they shot pretty much all of Lord of the Rings, too, is New Zealand, wasn't it?
I think so.
I think so, too. New Zealand's just so beautiful.
Yeah.
So, you're going to some beautiful landscape in this movie.
Yeah.
And it's actually real, probably. A lot of it's going to be real. So
yeah. So for all of you fans that are out there that have been following us with our Legend of Zelda news, we talked about like when it first got announced, and then we also talked about like when the actors got announced, like who was playing the two and Link and Zelda, and then we talked about the date getting pushed back like a month or something, but yeah, now it's officially taping, so it's happening.
Nice. At least we know it's happening. Yeah. I actually I really want to see this movie. I'm curious to see how it turns out.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be pretty. I like colors. I like beauty, and like you were talking about, New Zealand's gorgeous. So
it is.
Yeah, but you have a con spotlight, so you want to go ahead and shine that light?
For sure. Con Spotlight is back, and we'll be back every week after today. But yeah, this Con Spotlight is actually going to be Motor City Comic Con. And this is taking place in Novi, Michigan, and will be this coming weekend, November 14th through the 16th. So top 5 celebrities that I would be the most excited to see. There is a lot. Like, get on their website and go check it out. There's a plethora of celebrities, and that's just a celebrity guest. There's comic book artists, all kinds of other stuff. But Mike Coulter, though, my first one. Not only is he Luke Cage, but I just recently watched Evil, okay? And let me tell you, and I don't know if I've already mentioned it. So while I had surgery, right? I watched Evil. I came across the thing on Facebook, and it's like, stream Evil now. And it had like a little clip. I was like, that's interesting. I like Mike Coulter. And I'm like, must be a new show. No, it's a show that's done. It's 4 seasons, and it came out in 2019. The first season was, and it's on Paramount. I had to think about that, but Paramount, and so freaking good. I literally watched 4 seasons in 2 weeks.
Dang.
Yeah. Not sure if I'm proud of that, but he plays a priest that struggles with believing that performs exorcism with his team, and his team is him, a person who's agnostic and definitely just does not believe in anything spiritual or demons or anything. So, but she's a psychologist, so that's why she's there to give like an unbiased, view on things. Then they have another guy. I can't think of his name right now. But anyways, he's big into tech and stuff, and he also doesn't believe. And so, like, it's super fun. The three's chemistry is great. He is the guy that in Spider-Man 2 fires pizza, that is a pizza delivery, because he's like, don't be late, Parker. And then he rips the sticker off his helmet, and he tells him, you're fired. That's the guy. He's one of the main guys now in that.
Oh,
but anyways,
okay.
Yeah. But anyways, great show. Not trying to get off on a tangent on that. But number 2, Alan Tudyk, the man who has literally voiced way more characters than I can even think of or named. So many great films, live action, and animated series. God, I want to meet that guy one day in person. Also, another favorite of our shows, especially Tay's, is Mike Flanagan is going to be there. So I think that would be really, really cool to get to meet him. You don't get to see a lot of writers and directors and stuff show up to these. So to see that like he has interest in showing up to meet the fans is super, super cool and I think unique. Also, Ray Park, Darth Maul. This is our Darth Maul and our Toad from X-Men, the Fox series. So, yeah. And then number 5, I feel like you got to pick her just for one. For being in The Exorcist 1 and 2, but then also being in Mike Flanagan's, reboot of The Exorcist is Linda Blair. So she is the one that played Reagan in The Exorcist 1 and 2, the original, and she also starred in Mike Flanagan's reboot of The Exorcist. So, yeah, that would be my top 5. There's a lot of others that are there that I would really like to meet. It was hard to like choose just them 5. I think they have like 20-something guests that's going to be there.
Yeah, it's a lengthy list.
Yeah. But, so one of the events, their panels aren't up, so it's kind of hard to pick their panels. But one of the events is an after party. If anybody knows me, I love after parties. But they have an after party at the hub there in Novi, and I seen like what was at this hub, right? It's like an entertainment hub. They're doing like a specific con after party there. They have axe throwing there, which is always fun. They have ice hurling.
Like a block of ice, and they go. Wah!
So I actually Googled it. I'm like, what is ice hurling? I've never heard of it. You get like on an ice rink, right? Like a hockey rink, and there's like giant stone, like granite, like not granite, but like giant stone discs. They're like this big around, and like there's something you gotta do to try to like move them, and you have to like get them in the middle of something, and you can't let the other team get them past the halfway point, and you're supposed to like I don't know.
So it's kind of like curling, but.
Yeah, I think so.
With hands?
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't know. It intrigued me. And then
Have you seen curling before?
Yeah, you talking about like with the disc?
Yeah, and then you just go like, and then people are like.
Yeah, but this like I seen a picture of a stone disc. It's like this big around and like that thick. It's like a giant hockey puck made out of stone.
So how is it ice hurling?
Curling. Oh, hurling. I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, no, it's hurling.
No,
I don't know.
I was just like, because like ice block is what I'm thinking of. Like, you know how in Frozen 1 at the beginning that they like do the song where they like cut the ice and they like.
I really don't know. I just know I'm intrigued, so I want to know. And another thing too I've never heard of is football bowling.
That's the one I try to Google, and I was like, I don't know what that is.
I Googled it. I found it. So, like, you have an arena, I guess, or like a, whatever. And you have this team's then is bowling pins up, and on this is your team bowling pins. And instead of rolling a ball, you literally have a football, and you have to throw it in the air at the other team's bowling pins and try to knock all the bowling pins down with your football.
How?
I think you have, like, if I remember correctly, it's either like you're just one person on each end, almost like if you were to play bags, cornhole
Oh,
or
I was
whatever.
thinking beer pong. But yes.
Yeah, same way. And I don't know if it's just like one person at a time doing it, going back
Yeah.
and forth, or if it's
Mhm.
two teams and they're trying to block you and you're trying to throw it at their pins. I don't know, but I think that would be fun too. And
Oh
obviously,
yeah.
there's going to be alcohol involved in this and loud music. It said so. That just always guarantees a good time with music and alcohol. But
Just remember to duck if you're
yeah, yeah.
around spectating.
Well, here's the other thing too. Like, if you're drinking, it's probably if you get hurt, it's probably not gonna feel as bad. So might feel as
Like,
bad
don't
the
say
next
that.
day.
You might wake up with a black eye, like, oh
Yeah.
my god, what happened?
But yeah. Did you see anything that you thought would
So,
be interesting?
yeah, so I also tried to look for the panels and they weren't out yet because it said like 2 weeks prior to the event that they'll put the panels out, and it's 2 weeks out and we still don't have panels. But I did look at like some of the autographs that you can get, and one of the ones that I saw was Fundamentals, we definitely did an interview with her. So Mad TV's very own Nicole Sullivan, she is going to be there. So I like a panel that I would hope to see. I have like two of them. Anything with like Nicole Sullivan because I think she's awesome.
Yeah.
And then any panel that has Mike Flanagan because I think he is a genius. And I also hope at this con that we maybe get to hear about his next project that he's doing. I know that we have Carrie coming out. We have Clayface that he, wrote the script for. But I don't know. I would like to know the next Netflix thing that's coming out because I am itching for more.
Yeah, those will both be great ones for sure. Oh man, but yeah, that's pretty much it for Con Spotlight this week, and that kind
Yeah.
of wraps us up for the whole show.
Yeah. So great to be back and week
Yeah.
out, weekend. Yeah. It's always a great
Yeah,
time.
had a lot of great news this week, so it's exciting. But
Yeah.
until then, we'll catch everybody later.
Peace.